Hey Lenny, fancy seeing you here. Hope you're well, Lenny. Hey Dave, fancy seeing you here. Just what Samsung unboxed their new fold phones. That's your upgrade sorted. Hey, new furniture, awesome, Dave. Congratulations on the second. Well done. What type of furniture you gone for? We should have had an unboxing stream of that, really. Missed content opportunity. Yeah, I thought they looked good. I just worry Jenna with the third. I just worried I'd break it. I'm an Android normally. Hello. I could have had a shave, really, couldn't I? Shocking. Hey, UFC boss. Hope you're well. Fancy seeing you here. Grey Rattan. Ooh. You gonna pop some pictures in the Discord? Um, I make no apologies. I really enjoyed playing the whole of the Billie Eilish album Monday. So we're having the whole of a Taylor Swift album today, and I've already listened to it twice. So this is folklore, everybody. Enjoy. If you've got Disney Plus, there's a brilliant documentary about the making of it. Ooh, there we go. Am I right showing it on stream? Bum, 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 bum. You're leaving the plastic on? Thank you. Yeah, cool. Goes perfect in that corner, doesn't it? Those are very clean steps, Dave. You had the jet wash on them. Uh, my parents had I might have mentioned this on stream before. My parents had a Lancia Delta, and we were not allowed to take the plastic off the inside of the door, which were like a material. Um, yeah, you got a barbecue to go with those. Might be round, Dave. Might be round. If you're wondering why I was slightly delayed, let's pop that up on screen. This is the speed test I did. That's that camera. That's the wrong one. 0.07 down, 0.29 up, a latency of 13,171. Not the quickest. Hey, Hostile Galaxy. Fancy seeing you here. And first, non-VIP. I mean, what a way to find out you had your VIP stolen. What cat? We're still on that one. Okay, we can do it here. Hostile Galaxy. Boom. He always wanted to be number 50. You got Hunger Games. What can I say? There are no. I mean, it's not no. There's only 2 people who are immune, Matt, and unfortunately, you're not one of them. There you go. I mean, you didn't have to. Yeah, Alexis. What was going on with hers? I think it's that there's an OBS update I haven't done yet. I avoided it after I saw what was happening to Alexis. It's not a pity, Matt. You literally just earned it in one of the 3 ways to earn it. Matt, I'm going to delete your message. No frogs. It's literally in the chat rules. Even, and especially Cruiser's frog, after the jip I was getting. Do not strop about this. I'm deleting your frog. Hey, Visionary Soup. Fancy seeing you here. All is well. You've got it back. I mean, I didn't at you on Twitter and post the. Hey, Faith. Fancy seeing you here. And post the video of you losing it. But you've got it back now. You've got it back. It's not a pity thing. Hey, Groggy Boggy. Fancy seeing you here. Thank you for the raid. It's a monkey, though. It literally does not look like a monkey. It looks like a Pepe. Fancy seeing you here, Raiders. Welcome in. Let's do the admin. Has Groggy Boggy joined us following the raid today? No frogs. That's okay. I just don't want Pepe's in here. Fancy seeing you here, Matty Steve-O. On his personal account, not his professional one. Cycle Tour, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Yasmin, not Jasmine, hello. You've missed out on all the first, seconds, and thirds, unfortunately. Can't steal them all. Ollie's personal assistant. I mean, he certainly treats you like one. It's no Pepe's, but on here, frogs normally means Pepe's, so. It's my chat, my rules. That's the wrong eyebrow. We got a mug of tea. It's possibly my favourite mug. Matt. Seriously. I'm going to set Jenna on you. The trip to the zoo will be off. Say trip. Matt's going on a date with Jen to the zoo. It was decided on Twitter. Unbelievable. I take it you're not at work today. So behave yourself, please. Thank you. Thank you, Blaise. As Groggy Boggy made it in, we all know what happened last time. He's probably typed 1 million messages into his own stream's chat. This is a C922. C922? C922. It's one of them. A Logitech C922. Well, I know you. I didn't realise you'd actually gone. So you're full-time streaming now. Hey, Groggy Boggy. Fancy seeing you here. How was your stream? Are you full time streaming then, Matt? Because I need to resub. Woburn to the Safari Park. Gotta love Safari. Legendary Halo 2 is done. Full time, not streaming. Full time in voice chat with Hollowtide. So I started Halo 2 Legendary. If one of you dies, that's crazy. So I was playing it solo. So, and the thing is, I've got to restart it. Full-time hangouter. You should change your name to that in the Discord. I was playing it solo, so I wouldn't have realised. I have got to restart the whole of Halo 2 Legendary because I've changed computers and it's on the other one. So we're yet again starting that. We've yet again got to restart Reach. I'm destined not to play it. I'll just go CE, Halo CE, Halo Infinite. No need to know what goes on in between. They'll do previously on Halo, right? Hey, Fragilities, thank you for the follow. Thank you. We are now up to 187. It is a lockdown. 187 lockdown. Hey, Clarabelle, fancy seeing you here. Yours cloud syncs. Yeah, but is that on Xbox? I'm playing on PC. I wonder if mine does. Oh, okay. I mean, they keep disappearing. So loads of people starting with Manolia followed, and then their names disappeared. They've been banned. How many total? Stitches, I think there's 4. 3 big, 1 small. We've got the non-Pepe Frog Stitch. Sully's, bloody millions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, I think, Sully's. We've got Steamboat Willie. Oh, 8. There's another one in there. 8 Sully's. Hey, Peter. Hey, Sam. Fancy seeing you here. Hey, Liam. Fancy seeing you here. The whole gang's here tonight. Awesome. We're going to play some marbles. But I thought we'd chat for a bit first. Till you all start spamming play and chat. I know what you like. Always skip the monkeys. Black bears and also awesome. Yeah. I sent an email earlier today to cancel our Disney tickets and get a refund. It is the old guy from Up. Yes. That is my granddad. Oh, Matt. He's here to bully me, everyone. So I don't think I've got a photo on the computer, but let's sit him up a bit. So yeah, that my granddad looked a lot like that. And for our family, whenever we see him, it's my granddad. And Jen bought me this as a surprise. I'm going. Headset's all tangled up. I cry every time I watch it, Lenny. I cried when Jen bought me that. Um, yeah, she's lovely and thoughtful. My wife is. That's brilliant. It's right up there in my that Soul and Inside Out. I could not watch those three in a day. No, so the hotel's still booked. The points are still booked on the hotel. The tickets we had were 2021 tickets, and we had the opportunity to move them on. We had to specify your dates next year, so we would have had to specify the exact dates we were going. And it was very sketchy as to whether you would still then be able to get a refund. So we've taken the cash back now. Well, it's 14 days. Yeah, and then we'll have the money back, and then we'll still go. World, Matt, Disney World. We own property at Disney World. We are part owners of Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, and the Polynesian villas and bungalows. May 3rd, Matt. We are there for 18 nights, 19 nights, 18 nights. You're more than welcome. We'll call it Jimboing Con. Dude in all black with a fancy see you here beanie hat on. So we've still got the hotel. Yeah, that's Florida. Yeah, we've been 6 times. This would be our 7th. Kind of addicted. Yeah, so Disney Vacation Club is what it's called, and it's like a timeshare. So you have a buy-in, and that buys a lease, a part ownership of the hotel for a defined period of time. So one of our contracts runs to 2054, the other one runs to 2063, I think, or 2058 and 2064, something like that. We'll be dead. Yeah, birthday celebrations in Florida then, Matt. So our contracts, we get 175 points a year, which would get us some bits of the amount of points it costs you to stay per night varies depending on how popular it is at that time. So 175 points would get us 2 weeks a year, but only in September, which is hurricane season. Our plan was that 175 would get us Savannah View every 18 months. So we go once every 18 months. And alternate May and October. And COVID's thrown that out. So we were supposed to go October. And then it was May. And then it's going to be September because October is the 50th anniversary of Disney World opening. And you could not get a booking. Enjoy Splitgate, Matt, or you're playing Tribes of Midgard. Thanks for dropping in, and I'm glad you got your VIP back. Hey, Kate'fer, fancy seeing you here. So there was no availability for October at all because it's the 50th anniversary. Everybody wants to be there. They're doing loads of special stuff all across the year. So we're lucky to get the May stuff really because the celebrations will still be going on and there'll be different stuff going on then. Like they've had a whole new fireworks at 2 of the parks designed, which is huge that they're changing it. They, especially as Epcot's had only just changed. And there'll be special events like they did something called the Year of a Million Dreams, and each day at the parks at Magic Kingdom they picked one family to sleep in the castle. Imagine being that family chosen to sleep in the castle that night. That must have been incredible. There is still a suite in the castle above the Cinderella's Royal Table restaurant. which is a great place to meet princesses. Yeah, it's a lovely restaurant. Wasted on kids. So yeah, so Disney's not off, but we just cancelled the tickets. We were going to get AstroTurf was supposed to be being fitted on Friday, and we hadn't heard. They said we'll call you at least a week before to arrange for a deposit and confirm the booking, all of that. Exactly, Cycle Tour. Like literally, you cannot book it. I mean, you might be able to if you're like a superstar or something, but actually, there's better places than that. Exactly, Dave. Look, get out of the way, kids. It's wasted on kids. They should be banned from the park. If you ask us, I'll tell you what should be banned from the park: strollers. Bloody, if you can't walk round the park, you shouldn't have a buggy. You should only walk around for as long as you can, and then you should leave. That'd be my rules. I mean, clearly. Well, Jen said I should set up like a planning thing, a planning service. And yeah, it's they say when you turn up at the hotel, they say welcome home, and it rings so true. Honestly, magical. The place is magical. They take customer service to the very top, and they've certainly always looked after us. Yeah, highly recommend it to anybody. And then if anybody ever wants any help, you know what to do. And me and Jen have been talking about we need to plan out what restaurants we're eating at. We've been doing a bit of that with the menus. Perhaps we do some planning on stream some of the days. I don't know. I don't know whether people would be interested. I mean, you can see my legendary spreadsheets. Clarabelle, stop ruining my arbitrary rules to improve my life with your sense about why. Put them on some of those reins. That'll stop them running off. Put them on reins. They're not for everyone, KFR. I mean, some people are scared of the characters in the suits. Yeah, that'd be cool, Lenny. That'd be cool. Yeah. Trying to think where they all are. I'll bang them in OneDrive and then we can do it. I mean, I don't know how far we walked last time, but the time before last, we walked, and it wasn't a full count because the nature of Disney is that you haven't got places to charge your phone, and there's a lot of people competing for the signal and the Wi-Fi. And we were playing Pokemon Go, so that was draining the battery as well. But the amount of steps counted meant we'd walked 58 miles. We'd done 2 marathons in 2 weeks, which we're not in marathon shape. Wow, I mean that's a trek, isn't it? Florida to Tennessee. Oh, it's great, Lenny. But like I say, it's not for everyone. Let's have a look, see if I've got anything to hand. I think I have. Do you want to see the presentation I did for my friends? Who was supposed to be coming with us? Oh, I haven't got Office on here. Boo. That's rubbish. Oh, catered for. No, you'd be catered for. You can have an ECV. Hey, Sketty, fancy seeing you here. Your brother got accidentally punched in the head by Eeyore in Crystal Palace buffet. It's amazing. That's a trick as well, Lenny. So catered for, yeah. ECVs or wheelchairs or whatever you want to use are massively catered for. All of the buses have got can cater for up to 3 ECVs per load. They kneel so that you can drive on or wheel on, whatever you need to do. And there's charging points for them throughout the park. They have now added mobile phone charging points, by the way, but they just didn't have them when we were there in 2018. Incredibly well catered for. Incredibly well catered for. Yeah, provision for children with additional needs, virtual queuing for so you go and show your assistance card. And this is what we were going to do with our friend who'd been at a car. Hey, Lula Bell, fancy seeing you here. It's what we were going to do with our friend who had been in a car accident. This is the other family we we're going to go with. He's a police officer injured on duty. And they look after you so well, Christopher, honestly. You get first dibs on the bus. That's no other way of describing it. You get first dibs. So, and around the parks and everything, you can queue jump. Well, you have an assistance card, and that they'll either say return at this time, or you'll be taken forward into the accessibility area, and then you'll be loaded at a suitable time for the. You don't have to wait as long. It's really good, honestly. Yeah, they do. I don't know how universal are with it, but same thing with children with additional needs. Clarabelle assistance card. The staff can't do enough. And like I say, our friend Mark, his mobility has been severely impacted by, and he's got ongoing. It was 4 years ago that he had the accident, and he's still severely impacted in his mobility and still got ongoing surgeries and stuff. And we were going to do all of this, so we were going to get an assistance card for him. So what that allows you is you and one other to use the assistance card, and then the rest of your family queues, and then you join at the front. But there's just 2 years, perfect. But yeah, definitely not for everybody. Nah, I'm good, thanks to Anubis. So yeah, soundtrack today's Taylor Swift's Folklore album, written entirely during lockdown. And I enjoyed playing a whole album so much on Monday, I thought I'd do it again today. And then we'll do the 90s playlist that everybody loves. Would people like some marbles? Or do we want to chat? I'm happy to answer anything anybody asks, as long as it's not about my work. And you're not allowed to ask Sam about my work either. Neither of us is allowed to talk about it. Exactly, that Clayton, that's perfect. So we always do. Honestly, Club, I'll have a look at it. They've got a whole section on the website. And look at some of the planning websites as well. I don't know how good Paris are at dealing with that kind of thing, but I know Disney World, they definitely help. So we do. Dave's saying no marbles. Okay. Controversial. I can do a poll. We can get a vote going. So we are full day, half day. We're not quite day off. We have a punch up between Dave and Lily in a minute, and Peter. I think you might be outnumbered, Dave. So there's we do full day, half day. So we'll do a whole day, including like a fireworks or something, or a late dinner. Wow. Dave's gone rogue. Nothing to do with me, Linny. 30 seconds as well. 10 seconds would have been funny. Hey Vix, fancy seeing you here. Welcome in. We're talking about mostly Disney. Mostly Disney. Let's make it a bit more magical. There we go. Vix reminded me because she's got one as well. So yes, we are. They've changed the Animal Kingdom one. That's one of the ones that's changed. None of them are sorted. Yeah, so we'll do a fireworks, and then we'll do the next day. We'll either start in the pool or bit of shopping maybe in the morning, and then a park afternoon, and then an early morning the day after that. So it goes late to early sort of thing. Because we love like a character breakfast. Our favourite is Donald's Breakfastosaurus at Animal Kingdom, where you get Mickey, Goofy, Donald. Mickey, Goofy, Daisy, and Minnie in safari gear, and then Donald meet and greet. We tend to try and stack the evenings towards the end when we're sort of in the zone, because we sleep terribly for the first almost a week. I remember the first time we were there, I was up, sat on the balcony at 2 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. So that's like 7 o'clock UK time. Watching them mowing the golf course, because we were at Saratoga Springs Resort, which is right on the golf course, one of the golf courses. Mowing them by, they've got like spotlights on the front of the mowers, big, huge. May 22, all being well. This is the repeatedly postponed holiday. This will be attempt number 5. 4? Attempt number 4. And visit number 7. Yeah, because we've basically paid. We've got points coming every year till 2058, I think. We've bought all our holidays. The way I like to explain it, we've bought all our holidays until 2058, and I'll be 81. I don't think I'll be using it then. We'll have sold it. I hadn't worked that out before. Crazy. So yeah, we were tempted because there's BA have just announced their luxury sale, so we do love flying in club. We normally go premium economy. That's sort of our budget range, but occasionally there's a killer price for club. Oh well, I'll have an ECV. I'll be at a turbo ECV. We'll have hover things then, won't we? It changes every time we go. So, there's things that hadn't yet opened. So last time we went, we were doing all the Toy Story stuff. Wally pods, yeah. So we were doing Wally's, Slinky Dog's roller coaster. That was new for us. And the swirling saucers. Well, here's the thing. So because we were going to go with our friends, as I said, we get 175 points a year. This holiday, we bought some extra points in. A lot of extra points in. Like 400, 500, 400 odd, I think, for our friends to come with us. So we bought those off another owner. Now, fortunately, Disney have moved them on for us, banked them effectively. they're still not going to be able to come with us, we don't think. So we're just going to splurge all the points being in a bigger room with better views for longer. So that's why we're going for 18 nights, 19 days, spending all our points that we've spent. So this will be like once in a lifetime level of splurging. This will. It's 3 years worth of holidays. So yeah, so we're lucky enough there. So as much as we've asked for the refund on the Disney tickets, we know we're going to be buying Disney tickets. They've changed the rules as well with how the tickets work. So they used to do an ultimate 21-day ticket for the UK. That doesn't exist anymore. So that would have been the best value for us. Going for 19 days would be to get one of those. They don't exist. They're changing up how fast passes work to get you onto the rides quicker, or virtually queue for you. So they've got rid of the old system completely. They're now talking about this wishes system where you'll have a genie app and you'll get one free per day. Thanks, Brexit. So you get one free. Then if you're staying in a Disney, the way they think it's going to work, if you're staying in a Disney moderate hotel, you'll get another 2. They haven't said whether value are getting an extra 1. So a park ticket gets you 1. Then moderate would get you another 2. But in a deluxe, which is what we're in, you get an extra 3. So whereas before you'd have 4, you'd have 3 fast passes, then you have to pick those in advance. These, it'll give you 4 wishes, and that can be fast passes, or it could be a special meet and greet. It could be, I think they said something about like hidden menu items, snacks, that kind of stuff. Like wishes in the park, basically. That's special things. And it's silly little things like that make the magic. Like seeing people walking around who are there to sweep up rubbish, open up their bin thing, put an elastic band on their rubber brush to sweep the rubbish in, so it looks like a Mickey Mouse paintbrush. Open their bin thing and it's full of water, and then paint a perfect representation of a character, and everybody around them guess who they are. And of course, my gorgeous wife, who's incredibly knowledgeable about Disney, got every single one right, and almost made a child cry because she couldn't compete. But Jen got the congratulations of the cast member. But it's those little touches that just make it, you know, you've never seen it rubbish or all that sort of stuff. It's just really good. I think I've mentioned the badges as well before. You asked when you check into the hotel, they give you badges, and like you can put your birthday on, or and our anniversary. We celebrate everything. We say, well, we're celebrating my birthday, Jen's birthday, wedding anniversary, Christmas, whatever. You write it on, and they'll go, happy birthday, Jenna. And Jen will go, how do they know my name and how do they know it's my birthday? Because she's forgot she's got a badge on. Well, we'll be walking around and they'll go, happy anniversary, you two. I'm like, huh? She taught that child a lesson. You've got to know that you can't always win. People have been letting that child win for too long. Too long. Worked there about 4 years ago. Were they Epcot? I follow a load of UK cast members. Adults only, exactly. You know, we go there to win. Pocahontas at Euro Disney, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, there's a load of sort of ex Disney princesses. Oh wow, I should be on commission, Clara. So I think this is her. Yeah, it is. I don't know whether she's live. It'd be silly of me to post some. But Sarah Daniels is an ex Disney princess. She gives you the absolute. She don't care that she's still technically under NDA. She just tells you Disney rep. Part of me would love to go and sell the DVC, Disney Vacation Club contracts. But it's a bit hard selling, so um, um, we haven't done Disneyland Paris, or as Jen likes to call it, Diet Disney. We've never been there. I hear good things. I used to hear horror stories about the customer service. I hear good things now. What we've always found is by the time we've priced it up with what we would want to do and like the food and all of that, we could pretty much fly to Florida like for a few extra quid. So we always go. Oh yeah, and if they're friends with the mouse, then they won't ever. But there's loads who are. Some of it's when you worked for them, because there's definitely been some better times where they've treated people better. And Disneyland Paris looks great, and they've got some rides that I always wanted to do. Uh, and we'll I'm sure we'll go there. But like I say, every time we price it, we go. It's a bit. I think it's because we want to stop right by the park entrances. But now the New York one's reopened as a Marvel one, I might quite like to go to that. Let's bang that up on the screen. Sorry. They've got Marvel's Campus. They've got Avengers Campus, I think it's called. It's just loading. I'll switch scenes once it's loaded. So I think they've gone the Marvel route rather than the Star Wars route there, because I don't think. So we're stopping in Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village, Savannah View, one bed for 13 nights, and then 5 nights Polynesian Lakeview, right opposite Magic Kingdom. So hopefully Castle View. Hopefully. So Hotel New York is now the Art of Marvel. I'll definitely get DMCA'd for this. Oh, it looks like Genoa. Oh, okay. We've never done the Universal Park yet. It's not showing a lot of the hotel, is it? Marbles. The Marbles Hotel. I just seen your comment, Dave. So that didn't really show a lot, did it? Let's not play it again. Calm down. Add some to your inbox. I've already got the in my inbox. So yeah, they haven't really changed the pool at all from what it was before, by the look of it. Recharging the contemporary Manhattan restaurant. Explore the variety of the boroughs. Savor classic American cocktails. What else we got there? Enter an easygoing dimension for Doctor Strange. Here we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now that is cool. So we love a Mickey waffle. Look at that afternoon tea as well. I love a macaron. Who doesn't love a macaron? So I mean, they look brilliant. So they're Empire State Club rooms, the Art of Marvel Presidential Suites. So if we go prices, £1,000 a night. Is that what it is? Yeah, 2 days, 1 night, £1,000. I mean, that's you can go in September, 537 quid a night, so it's half the price. But that's what I'm talking. 489. You know, it drops off, but the weather's getting crap as well. You know, what's Paris weather like last week of September? I mean, even that's going to be half term, isn't it? So you could so that's September. 450 a night is the cheapest. Crazy. New Year's, 789 quid. There you go. Let's go January, 376. November. It's going to be cold though. It's Paris. It's not, it's not exactly tropical in Paris in November. I mean, January even colder, 376. Crazy. So my birthday's the 26th. That's not a bad week, but it's still £600 a night. £600 a night. So for us to do it's like you can't even book more than 5 days, 4 nights. It's crazy. £1,900. 5 days, 4 nights. Now you've got park tickets. That's only a superior room with garden view. So that's it's not even got a special view. What? So you could just drop it. You could drop the garden view and save you 160 quid. You want a terrace? That means you've got patio doors. So those aren't the suites. So let's look at what other hotels there are. So the one that's right at the park gates, the Disneyland Hotel, is still shut for renovation. We did look at this, which looks a lot like Beach Club. Or Yacht and Beach Club. Videos unavailable. Glorious. There you go. Nautical themed pool. Reception. Nautical themed rooms. These are like classic Disney hotel rooms. Okay, equivalent of a Peloton. So all very themed. Whilst looking breakfast. Or you can go a bit more cowboy style. A bit more Wild West. Actual horse riding. Texas room, 2 double beds. Bit of Toy Story theming. And then they've got Davy Crockett's Ranch, which, like cabin stuff. Hotel Santa Fe is cars themed. Can you see Mater? You can see the rooms are smaller, look. Bit of neon. Traffic cone themed. And the same breakfast board. Piston cup. So there you go. 2 parks. There's 4 plus 2 water parks at Florida. Here you've got Magic Kingdom. The equivalent of Magic Kingdom is Disneyland Park. And then you've got Walt Disney Studio Park, which is really the equivalent of Hollywood Studios, or MGM, as some people know it, when it was MGM. So, also in Florida, but different show. It's like a 3D, very much like Fantasia with the instruments. It's a Small World is everywhere. It's horrible. Adventure Isle, similar. Curious Labyrinth is not in Florida. Adventure Isle is. Autopia is called something else. Not Test Track. Anyway, it stinks. It's at Florida. They've trimmed it down a bit because they've taken some of the space that was for the raceway. It's called a speedway. And they've to move the train track so they could get Tron in. So the Tron ride has taken some of that away. They're like little petrol-powered cars. They're not even electric. Big Thunder Mountain is at both. Blanche-Neige is Sept Non. No idea what that is. It may frighten younger guests, though. So be careful. Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast is called Space Ranger Spin in Florida. Casey Jr., The Little Train of the Circus. There is one of those. Discovery Arcade, no idea. Every single one of them's got a railroad. That was part of Disney's wish. It was part of Walt Disney's plan for them because he felt there was nothing more magical than a steam train. And we love just getting on there and just riding around the outside of the park, just watching everything go on. Dumbo. There are 2 Dumbos at Florida. Just to get the greater number of people through. Playground. Horse-drawn streetcars, yeah. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. That's one of the ones I want to go and do because they haven't got that in Florida. Swiss Family Robinson. Casey Genie's great, isn't it? It's a splash zone in Florida, and it's great to go and cool down there. Lancelot's Carousel. It's Prince Charming's Carousel in Florida. We rode that for the first time when we were there last. Perhaps I should, UFC boss. Perhaps I should. The rides that are at Disney. Le Chateau de la Belle au Bois Dormant. Is that Sleeping Beauty's castle? That's Sleeping Beauty's castle, isn't it? So each of the castles is for a different princess. So Cinderella's at Florida, Sleeping Beauty there. Can't remember which one they've got in Tokyo. Jasmine's maybe. Le Passage Enchanté d'Aladdin. Aladdin's Enchanted Passage. So they've got the flying carpets in Florida. Le Pays de Conte de Fez. No idea. Voyage of Pinocchio. We haven't got that in Florida. Liberty Arcade. Mad Hatter's Teacups. We love that. I think I talked about this before. I had some trauma therapy from something that happened at work, and you needed to define your happy place. Just your happy place. Somewhere when you were going through the therapy, that if it was getting all too much, you would place yourself there in your head and you would feel safe. And I originally said Main Street at Disney World. The smell of the bakery, the view up to the castle. And they went, no, it's too open, it's too big, you need something that's gonna cuddle you. It's gonna wrap, keep you safe. So I chose one of the teacups on Mad Hatter's Teacups at Disney World. That's my safe place. Spinning the wheel in the middle as fast as we could. The world is a blur. It doesn't exist. There's just me and Jen, and that's my safe space. That's where I go. That's my happy place. We love the teacups. Main Street Vehicles. Yeah, you can meet Mickey Mouse. He talks at Disney World. I am 6 years old. Whenever Mickey says anything, I go to pieces. I don't know whether it's still on there, but some of the rides you now get videos as part of your Making Magic Dream Maker, something I think it's called Dream Maker, and you can just see I've regressed to childhood when Mickey speaks to me. I'm just in awe, just frozen in awe. It's amazing. Peter Pan's Flight is brilliant. It's such a simple ride. Eddie fucking Garnet Mini. They're just great. I mean, I liked meeting Stitch because he's just a sod. Absolute sod. Just plays up. It must be so much fun to be Stitch. Phantom Manories Haunted Mansion at Florida. Pirates of the Caribbean's at both. Don't know what Pirates Beach is though. Looks like another playground. Princess Pavilion. That'll be where you can do meet and greets. Star Tours. Amazing. So you get in. When you turn up, it's worth queuing. It's a shame to fast pass Star Tours because, you just better seeing all the stuff as you go in because the animatronics are brilliant. You see C3PO and R2D2 and all that stuff. And it's brilliant. And they added some extra ones when some of the newer films came out. And I still think we haven't ridden every single combination yet. Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. So this is one of the things. This is one of the big reasons I would love to go. This is Space Mountain basically, but Star Wars themed. You can see there, it makes it out like you're flying with X-wings. If you can see that, should I make it a bit bigger? There we go. Professional streamer, everybody. So you can see there's X-wings there that you're flying along with. It just must make it so much more of an immersive ride. Me and Gemma talked about this earlier. Even though it was the first one we ever rode, really, I'm not bothered by Space Mountain anymore. I kind of hate it. Feels rickety, doesn't feel safe. For me, that makes it non-enjoyable. Boats are a massive thing as well. There's loads of boats to get around on. This one just goes around a lake. There's a similar one, paddle steamer at again Steam at Disney World. Starport, so this is where you meet all the Star Wars characters, and that's as much Star Wars that and those two as you get. Tiny amount compared to everything that's at Florida, which we'll have a look at in a minute. And then some of this stuff's shut. But now I don't know why. Tiny Edu Dragon, don't know what that is. Shooting Gallery, Pirate Galleon. And there's this Orbitron thing, there's a similar one of those. Freaking out, yeah. We love, let's get Disney World out. I mean, the website's better for a start, like videos and everything. Parking tickets. So we've got more already. The most magical place on earth. Who am I to disagree? There we go. So bear in mind, this is just Magic Kingdom. So it's a small word. There's Astro Orbiter that talked about. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So there's 4 mountains. 4 mountains? Space. Thunder. Splash. Everest. Different part. Space Ranger Spin. Country Bear Jamboree. We had some of the songs from that the other day. Done by the Flying Elephant. There's 2 of them. Like dueling Dumbos they are. Fly the opposite directions. Jungle Cruise. They're just retheming that to remove some stuff that's sort of culturally insensitive. Shrunken heads and stuff. So the film of that's out at the moment. Sponsor me, Disney. Promoting all your stuff. Riverboat. Mad Tea Party. Start me off. I'll play the Wishes video in a minute. You'll have me in tears. Pete Pan's Pirates of the Caribbean, Prince Charming Regal Carousel, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That is amazing. It rocks the thing you sat in time to Hi Ho. Magic. Space Mountain, Splash Mountain. Barnstormer. So that's a stunt plane that Goofy flies. I don't know whether Dave hasn't. Lonely God 182. Have you watched it yet? I know Pete has. I think. We were going to do it. I might do it after stream tonight if Jen's interested. I'll set the PlayStation up ready. So you can see people sat side by side there, which is fine if it's an adult and a child. It's not made for 2 adults really. So I was trying to get in next to Jen in what was effectively a single seater. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay. There you go. Soup's recommending it. Hall of Presidents. They've recently, so they don't have every president ever in there because they've run out of space. So they have the current, and then they have like the classics. So it was great. 2 weeks ago, they removed the orange one and put the new one in. Of course, the celebration. Haunted Mansion. Absolutely brilliant. There's a new thing on Disney Plus. Yeah. No, I get you, Clarabelle. I've heard good things. I'll let you know. We'll watch it. We'll fork out the 20 quid and then let you know. I want to watch Black Widow as well. Oh, was it Black Widow you saw, Dave? Because I haven't watched that yet either. So Disney Plus have just added Behind the Attraction, five episodes, and Haunted Mansion is one of the ones they're doing. I'm really excited to watch that and find out a bit more of the history and how they do it. Magic Carpets of Aladdin, as we talked about. That's good fun. You can make it go tilt and make it go up and down. It's meant for kids. Wasted on them. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is literally a reskin of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride that was there before. Was Black Widow worth renting, Dave? Well, Premier Access, or whatever it's called. So there's a bit where Mr. Toad's car is bouncing. Well, they've just turned that into Tigger bouncing. So if you ride the ride at West Coast at Disneyland, it's exactly the same as East Coast, but one's Mr. Toad and one's Winnie the Pooh. Because I bet you didn't know that they did Winnie the Willows, except they called it Mr. Toad. Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad. It was the third Disney film, I think. Only available on DVD, can't get it on Blu-ray. Yeah. I thought that, Dave. Tom Sawyer Island, so Tomorrowland Speedway, there we go. So they've shoved what's supposed to be the futuristic bit, and this is kids' first turn at driving, they reckon. It's pretty much on a track. And it's petrol powered, so how's that futuristic? It stinks, and it's 4-stroke as well, but they're 4-star by the smell of it. It's horrible. Best ride at Disney, Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. Your feet are going to hurt with all the walking. It's the big old places. This, you sit on it. It's nice and cool because it moves quick through the air. Takes you through some of the other rides. You get to do some people watching. Lovely place to relax. Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid. There are 2 queues. One is for this, Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid, and the other one is to meet Ariel in her cave of treasures. And we thought we were in the ride queue, and then walked around a corner and there was Ariel. So there's some pictures of us looking completely confused with Ariel. The ride's good. It's nice and cool. It's all tends to be under the sea. There's a great bit of the band playing. It's great. Carousel of Progress. This is one of the rides that gets updated the most frequently. So they add in new bits. So it's sort of going from the past to the present and the future. And quite often it would get out of date. You know, the future would be stuff that we've been doing, you know, for ages. Tiki Room. When we started going in 2010, they had done under new management. So this is one of the original park things again as well. These were the first animatronics, and it was like revolutionary, like real feathers, all of that stuff. And so they added in Iago from Aladdin and another bird that I've completely forgotten. Yazoo from Lion King. And they did like a jokey repartee. They've got the real voices from the films and everything. And it got panned, but it didn't get changed for years. And now it's back to its original state with the original birds and everything. Cinderella's Castle. Horses. They pull the carts up and down. Span it. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is brilliant. So, you all sit in the audience, and you've got some comedians in the back who are talking to. I'm gonna have to try it out, the California one, because I've heard that they've got like the proper stuff. Oh, it is not on the Folklore album. We'll go 90s party straight after this. There we go. I can see again now. So they have like comedians sat in the background. I've got one. They'll make, because it's for kids. They'll make like a fart noise, and they'll go, "Oh, who did that? Was it this guy?" And then they'll just pan to somebody on. So there's a bit of humiliation in it, but there's like they come back to the same people over and over again. It's quite funny. It's not cruel. It doesn't feel cruel the way they do it. So the railroad's not running because they've had to do that track move. So that's why the stations are showing here as shut. Casey Jr., Splash and Soak Station, again. Disney's Fab 50 character collection. So they are bringing all of the characters. So we saw these years ago, where it was for Halloween. They're bringing them back out now in gold colour, all across the park, and it'll be, go and get your photos with them. Enchanted Tales with Belle is a live performance of most of the story, which involves audience members. That's cool. Shooting arcade shut there as well. Suppose because everybody would have to pick up the same guns. Pirates training is shut because again they'd have to interact. So that's just one of the 4 parks. This is the bit that Peter wants to see. Should we go for the actual Star Wars one? So this will show it's not just the rides, but the experiences as well. And I'll show you the thing I'm most excited to eat at Disney World that we haven't had yet. So Galaxy's Edge, you are transported as you walk through the area into a place called Batuu. And in Batuu, you can fly the Millennium Falcon, or co-pilot it, or navigate it, or sit in the back. There's Rise of the Resistance, where you battle against First Order. This is the latest thing, which is just crazy. If you thought the prices were keen, this is like $4,000. It's a 2-night all-immersive adventure. And what do they mean by all-immersive? You'll literally be in a it's like live-action role-playing. You arrive at the terminal, get in a launch pod, jump to hyperspace, and rendezvous with the cruiser. Here's the atrium, the heart of it, where all the stuff is. The bridge. You wield a lightsaber. You've got cabins which look like you're in space. Bar. Cocktails. Dining room. And then you have excursions with guaranteed. So that's Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. That's where you fly the Millennium Falcon. And you're guaranteed to get on Rise of the Resistance. There are people who have gone on 14-night holidays or longer and never got on Rise of the Resistance because of the queuing system. It's crazy. Where's the food in Batuu? Star Wars Experience is available today. So R2D2. Star Wars: A Galaxy Far, Far Away is a whole show. Oh, it's crazy money, but it looks incredible. I think you get like crew clothes to wear as well. You know, like resort wear to wear. Star Tours we talked about at the other one. This is like a whole parade thing set to music where they come out on stage and there's a bit of a story. You can meet BB-8 and it's bloody massive. It's like waist height pretty much. You meet stormtroopers just walking about. They always have a go. It's crazy, Sam, honestly. The stormtroopers always have a go. They always have a go at Jen, and Jen always gives them some lip back, as you can imagine. Like they'll do the move along, nothing to see here. And she'll go, "You don't telling me what to do. Are you a rebel?" Chewbacca. Kids can do Jedi training trials at the temple. Again, another reason kids should be banned and they should let adults do the trials at the temple. Launch Bay Theatre, you can watch some, what are quite honestly rubbish things about Star Wars. But there you go. Not everything's brilliant. Right, dining. We are going to go... I want to do all restaurants. Okay. Too late. Clicked on the wrong thing, Jim. So if we filter by location, we want Hollywood Studios. Right, Hollywood and Vine's cool. That's character dining. Although I think they've made it rubbish again now. It used to be like Minnie and Mickey, and they do film nights and all that stuff, but that's gone. Right, Ogre's Cantina. That's one of them. Oh, bloody thing. Looks like it's dancing to rhythm as a dancer. Cocktails, anyone? With snacks? Step inside this notorious local watering hole to partake of unique libations for all ages. So that means they do non-alcoholic ones. So a fuzzy tauntaun, peach vodka. So it's a that's schnapps based one in it. Jedi Mind Trick, Kettle One Botanical Grapefruit and Rose Vodka, John D. Taylor's Velvet Falernum, Bowls Blue Curacao, White Grape Juice, Lime Juice, and Grapefruit Bitters. I mean, they're not cheap, but so T16 Skyhopper, Vodka, Melon Liqueur, Kiwi, half and half. Can't have that. I'm allergic to kiwi. Outer Rim, Tequila, Cedilla Kai Liqueur, Lime Juice, Pure Cane Sugar, Black Salt Exotic Fruit Puree, Slug Slinger, another tequila one, ginger herbs and bitters. Yub Nub. And then there's non-alcoholic for those that don't drink. Do you want blue milk served with cheered bantha-inspired vanilla butter sugar cookie? Does contain coconuts. Black Spire coffee, cold brew Joffrey's coffee, honey, falernum, passion fruit and citrus. This is the Cliff Dweller. Citrus juices, coconut, hibiscus grenadine, and Seagram's ginger ale served in a souvenir porg mug. For those of you who know what the porgs are. So yeah, you can have milk and cookies. That's one. A Rhodian ration. We hadn't eaten at every single restaurant, but there's reasons. But at one point, we had done everything that was built. Everything that was built and open. We're behind again on rides, but we've done everything. I mean, not if you count going on bloody Swiss Family Robinson's Island. You know, but we had done every single ride, every single meet and greet. And then they started opening a load of stuff and we got behind. And then they kept building stuff and building stuff and building stuff and got no chance. Also beers, White Wampa Ale if you want that, from Ballast Point. Bad Motivator IPA. Mad in it, Gomorrah Ale. Gold Squadron Lager. Rancor Beer Flight with souvenir board with 4 teeth. And that's $85, but you get a board and each of the beers is served in a Rancor tooth mug that's like China. That's crackers, isn't it? Fancy getting that home on the plane. Hard cider. And then you can get Crispy Galaxy snack bits with spiced chamula dip or Haberpor Sampa, cured and roasted meats, cheese, pork cracklings. You can get scratch-ins in Disney. Dessert party? We've done that before. There's a Star Wars dessert party. They have an orchestra, plays all the music, fireworks going off in time to the music, and you've got desserts. And people wonder why I'm diabetic. Because I go to stuff like that. Sci-fi dining theatre is cool. So they play old sci-fi films. Like proper B movies. And you are sat in cars. Like a drive-in. There you go, look. There's the tables. That's a brown derby. So for those of you who know Barry from Watford, that's his wife's brown derby. It's not a minty chocolate biscuit. Let's have a look at the menu. Attack of the 50-foot burger. I did click on menu. Is it not loading? Well, see, part of the problem, Clarabelle, is... Oh, am I still alive? Part of the problem is you do so much walking, it offsets all the food. And standing in queues and all of that, it offsets the food. So, like I said, we did 58 miles in 2 weeks walking, and it was more than that because we didn't count all of the steps, didn't get counted because batteries went flat and stuff. And I lost £2 that holiday, and we had Disney dining plan, which forces you to have 3 meals a day, and the meals are massive. It's not liking that one for some reason. What's another good one to show you there? Tusker House Restaurant. I think Disney servers are having a bit of trouble. Well, it could be my internet. Because you add in all the walk-in, swimming in the pool, all of that stuff, and the heat. You'll lose like half a stone in water weight just from the sweating. The Disney servers are down by the look of it. Should we do some marbles? Well, exactly, yeah. I've crashed the Disney servers. I've brought them down. Anyone want to play some marbles? I mean, Florida Mall. See, we prefer Mall at Millennia. Just because. We just prefer the Mall at Millennia. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, premium outlets. Oh, we love premium outlets. Exclamation point play. I would have carried on talking about it, but the servers are down. So, bloody Disney. Sam's in, Lenny's in. Clarabelle's in. You'll see. Any thoughts on Chinese chicken curry and rice? Lovely. I love it. I love a Chinese chicken curry. Weather's sunny. Let's we've got windy biscuits here. Windy biscuits. We'll go. Well, that was an unfortunate angle. Yellow globe. No worries, Clarabelle. So there we go. A bit of windy biscuits going on. You've sent the wind to us, Linny. Have I repositioned that correctly? Kind of. Oh, wrong one. I'm just going to tell Jen. I don't know whether she's here. Kate. Kate. Hey, Mouse. God, you're well behind. You get crazy lag with that. The lag is real. With so I walked to the top of the stairs and was calling Jen. She's still not in. She may be asleep. Soup's in. Let's get started. Not an internet issue. Well, Disney's servers have gone down, so that's why we are playing the marbles. What? What's going on? Well, it sounded a bit like Groggy Buggy then. Clarabelle racing to the co-op. I don't understand what's going on. Where's the finish? Oh yeah. Clarabelle with a win. Me in second. New world record for Clarabelle. Followed by me, Peter, Soup, Linny, UFC boss, Sam. Next race, exclamation point play, get your balls in. And I'll turn on the timers. Boom, 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 boom. Marbles. It won't turn marbles on. Ha! Thank you for posting the link, Lenny. I've just seen you popped it in TLNA's promote your shiz. I thought I didn't post it because I posted the hat link earlier. Thought it'd be a bit cheeky. Double dipping. Not double dinner. Excellent blobby emo. Probably means more coming from you, to be honest, rather than just me shilling my stuff. Off we go. Names are on. Marbles. Oh, what's the writing say? Oh, I was on the wrong button. Profanity. So, yeah, swearing. It's fancy, isn't it? Not seen much of the race because I'm doing a tour of it. There we go. There's Peter. All the way down the love steps. Done too much talking, forgot my tea, it's gone cold. Still a good brew. So myself. I hope Jen's drunk hers. It's my last effort before I stepped upstairs. It now says Sam's in first. Sam's won. GG Sam. GG's. Peter's in. No, UFC boss. Then Peter. Then Linny. Then me. Then Soup. Exclamation point play. Let's see whether I can put the bot on now. It's saying you can't contact stream elements, which is a bit worrying when that's what my stream's going through. Oh, and that's red. I could disappear at any second. This is fair warning. I'm in. Linny, Soup, UFC boss, Peter. Get your balls in. Exclamation point play in chat. Get yourself a marble. If you're a boy or a girl. Come on, Sam. Can't rest on your laurels. "15-second warning." Where's that? Oh, yeah. An error occurred. Server token error. Please refresh. I've got no idea what that is. It's the sound alerts. Thank you, Peter. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Oh, God. Well done, Peter. You won. We didn't see any of it because I was fixing the sound alerts, which won't fix. I think my internet is about to go down. I do warn you now. We might not even finish this Grand Prix. I will hide sound alerts for now, and I apologise, Linny. I know. Well, it hasn't. It hasn't. It didn't before I started. That should have gone now. Exclamation point play. Well, this is true, Linny. This is true. I mean, if you're determined to spend the bits, just throw them at me. Off we go. 15-second warning. My marble's been terrible, Linny. Terrible. Like, on here and in other people's channels. Names. Who's in the lead? Ah, thank you, Linny. The alerts aren't working either. Oh no, TTS is 100 in it, so. It's not about the winning, it's about rolling your balls. Don't know what we're having for dinner. Thank you, Lenny. Yeah, I don't know what we're having for dinner. I'm tempted. You know you've said Chinese, though. Lenny's just laying traps for everybody else. I think somebody just beat the horn. It might have been on the song. Oh dear. Oh. So you've been fooled by the tube there, Lenny. Foiled by the tube. UFC boss with the win. Me in second. Looks like it's going to be Peter then, Lenny. And Soup in fifth. Boom, 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 boom. Bolognese with corn today. Family name for it is Bollocknaise. I mean, I think we all call it that, don't we? UFC boss, bringing the heat. Sam has texted me. He's had to go and fetch his partner, so that's good. Exclamation point pay. Pay to win. UFC boss, courtesy of winning the last one, gets a head start, clearly. Soup dunking it. Everybody dunked it. UFC boss chasing down Peter. Peter's already on the steps. So the really complicated dance in the video of this. Brittany nailed it in one take. Which is crazy when you think how complex it is. Peter with a win. Exclamation point pay. Work paying off for him. Oh no, I'm on about Oops, by the way, not this one. Got the wrong song. Jen will kill me. Just waiting for Lenny, the Queen of Marbles, taking her own sweet royal time. There she is. Refuses to win whilst the sound alerts aren't working. Next map. Have I got a... It's... So my... Red means danger, doesn't it? So... My router... Effectively, it's a switch. So, but my router here has got a red light on it, which means it's got no connection. But the stream's still live. I don't know how that voodoo works. Boom, boom. Peter's killing it again. Oh, UFC boss has again overtaken. Just wanted to prove me wrong. So I've got Ethernet cable into this router, and then that router, it's like a mesh network. So it connects from there to another box upstairs, which connects into the actual router, which is connected to the internet. But yeah, it's not playing ball. But I'm not going to prod it. So if I do a so I can't turn the marble spot on. Peter with a win again. I think Peter's going to win the Grand Prix. But there isn't any VIPs to give away. Which kind of affects the value of winning a Grand Prix. Boom, 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 boom. Confusing me, sorry. It's distracting me with the confusion of what magic means that my stream is still streaming when I'm literally not connected to the network. That's how good my new PC is. It's clearly a request by Catherine Boyle. Lenny successfully avoids the laser. Now my mouse won't turn. I bet the batteries are going in my mouse. Take one away. Peter with another win. Hungry with the thirst of stealing a VIP off someone. Followed by me. Sorry, Linny, me, UFC boss. Super. My eyes skipped a line there, Linny. I'm sorry. Last. We already know he's won it. GG's, Peter. GG's. $15 seconds. Peter's just slaughtering us. Boom, 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 boom. That's super. Star of the Bezic breakdown. I was saying to Faith the other day, I do like it when I hear your voice on the Bezic stuff. I've seen how much you chat in the chat in the Discord, and you're clearly an authority. It's good. Marble's well rested. What? Because there's been no Marble Mondays. I haven't read Emsy's Discord today. Is she okay? She's been any better with her health shakes? No, you're welcome. I'll call it as a hit. Peter with another win. Peter, are you... Is the reason I've got no network because you're hacking my computer? 11th win. Here comes... Yeah. It's a lovely community, isn't it? I hope we can keep it together with all the stuff we're tearing out. We can keep them going. UFC boss, me, and of course Peter is in first. Now, for one, we haven't got any VIPs left. So if you want proof, it's already told me I can't. Here we go. It's grayed out. We've got 50. A cannot have. So, do you have to do a drugs test? We need to check your marble for motors, engines. Why? Who do you want to get rid of? Have you got someone in mind? Let's hide the moderators. Oh, just show all the moderators. Yeah, there you go. There we go. And beautifully, that makes space. So, let's see whether that'll clip. Yeah. Right. It's clearly broken. Look, it's broke. I mean, I love your reasoning. I love your reasoning. I think I'm gonna have to call it because it's gonna die any second anyway. It's not connecting to the marbles servers. Look, can you see it here? And the streamer challenges as well aren't coming up. So what? Dave broke it with what? I don't know. Is he do what? What's he doing? Who's on? You want some more marbles? Oh, because he didn't want to play. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I know, Peter. I really tried to call you Peter as often as I can. I saw. Yeah. I mean, the name's a clue, isn't it? Should have booted Dave out. That's why we call you UFC boss. Right. Let's sort of raid. So, did you want more marbles? We've got some choices marbles wise. Or roll sorts? We could raid into roll sorts. More mobs, right. So, I don't know where I know Samantha Jade from, but we'll raid into her. I can work out how to do it on here because it's not working on mine. It says it's an early birthday stream, so. Oh, welcome. We'll do more of that stuff as the planning gets going. Take care, Soup. I'd imagine I'll be doing another one Friday. So probably not tomorrow because Sketty's on. But Friday. So yeah. Thanks everybody. Love to see you all. If I want to join the Discord as well,